Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you guys for returning back. I do not take you guys for granted. Thank you so much indeed. Alright, so today we have a very special guest in our YouTube, in our family, in our show, and that is my darling husband here. Thank you so much for gracing our show. You're welcome. Would you like to say hi to them?
Hi everyone.
Alright, so today we are going to be talking about how we knew that we were meant for each other. What were our convictions? How did we know that I was meant for him, and how did he know that I was meant for him? Is that right? How did I know I was meant for you?
And
how did you know that
she was meant for me?
If that makes sense. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. So sit back and keep on watching. Okay?
So how did you know that I was the guy for you?
Oh well, this is a story. I'm going to just tell a story because if first of all, I would like to say that if you haven't watched the video on how we met, then please pause this video and then rush back to go and watch that one, and I'll try and also link the video on the description board so that you also get to watch it if you haven't watched that video, okay, on how we met. So if you have watched that video, then let's go right into today's video. So how did we meet? I mean, how did I know that you were meant for me? Like I said in that video, we we just met on the road. For me, because we both have different stories on how we met. I on that particular day, I wasn't really interested in him. We just met, and he was just trying to make himself known to me. Okay, so, and by that time I was in a relationship, and like I said in that video, I'm a very principled lady. I don't date, or I don't double date, so I told him that I was in a relationship, and he said, okay, let's just be like brothers and sisters, according to him, which which later ended up not being so. Anyway, that's by the way. So yes, we got talking, and from there, like that anyways, while I was still communicating with him, he was always chatting me up, or he sent me a message, and sometimes I'll reply, sometimes I won't reply. So this fateful day, he actually, when we were not dating, when we met that particular day, he told me that he was going to come to my house. Okay, and me, I didn't believe him, knowing the type of family I come from. Although I know that there's this particular guy that was coming to my house, like he was really interested in me, but I wasn't. Like I said, I was in a relationship and I didn't want to give anybody any chance. And the relationship that I wasn't really at peace in that relationship. I knew that something was going to happen, but I didn't know who I was going to end up with. While I was in that relationship, I always pray to God and ask God to help me, that if I was not in the right relationship, He should help me to come out from that relationship. Okay, so that was always my prayer, and I always have this spirit always disturbing my heart. Like I was always in doubt, I was not in peace with him. Whenever I'm with the guy, my ex, I'm always disturbed, I'm always unsafe around him. Okay, so, and it's something I kept on talking to him about, and he knew about it. Okay, so it was not like I just stumbled out of the relationship. By the way, I was in that relationship for 5 years. That's that. It was so long. And I guess maybe the reason why I felt we were meant to be together was because of how long we have been, and how much I've invested. The way some ladies used to say, I've invested in my relationship 5 years. Don't be beans. Anyways, so yeah, that's how I've been chasing guys away because of that relationship. I'm not interested based on my principles. Okay, so when I met my husband, he just told me that he wanted us to be like brothers and sisters, just communicating, if we're like all that brothers and sisters stuff. But I know that that's not what he actually wanted. Anyways, yes, I knew that that's not what he actually wanted because I could sense it. I could sense it from the way
you were also interested in me.
No, I wasn't, but I could just sense it. But I felt since we were from the same tribe, let me just give it. Let it not be that I was being rude. So I gave you the number in that first. If not, I wouldn't have in the normal sense. Yes.
Find man like this.
Anyway, so yes, that's how we started up, and I was always praying to God to help me to come out from that relationship. And to the glory of God, when I met my husband and we started talking and communicating, this fateful day, he came to my house. Okay, he came to my house, and okay, let me not go faster, let me just take it slow, a step at a time. So this particular day, each time he sent me a message, because I was in a relationship, I didn't want him to, because of the messages he always sends and all that. I was like, what kind of thing is this one? What does he want? I was trying to chase him away, to avoid him. So as much as I wanted to avoid him, my spirit was telling me, girl, communicate with this guy.
Hey, guy, you hear, right? Like, yeah, sharp guy. She give me signal when my own tongue come. I'm
like, guy, yeah, communicate with this guy. I was trying to like avoid him as much as possible, but my brothers and sisters, I couldn't. Okay, but even I tried a bit. So during that time, my spirits kept on convincing me. Each time he comes around, because he started coming to my house, and the first day he came to my house, I was so shocked. I didn't believe my eyes. Like, I was like, you actually said you were going to come and you came. Do you even know that when I think it was one of my parents that saw him, it was my dad. So when he saw him, my brother came to inform me that somebody is looking for me. But when I went out and I met him, I was like, really? You came? And when he had gone, my dad actually called me and he was like, this one that guys are coming to come and meet you. Like, if they are interested in you, better tell them to come and meet your mother. I was like, what is it now? But anyways, I just showed him up. I said, I don't know yet, we are just becoming friends and all that. So that was how it all ended. But I felt like it seems my dad actually liked him at the first time. The first time he met him, which I was like, for him to have called me to, I felt like he actually liked you. So that's for me, right? I don't know, I have to like maybe do a video with him for me to ask him if the first day he met you, if he liked you. That's by the way, okay? So yes, so I kept on shoving him off and all that. So this particular day, he came around in the evening with his friend, and I came out to meet him. We just got talking, and I don't know I don't know how to explain it. When you just know, when you see the person that God has sent for you, that is going to be the one for you, I guess maybe you just know it. I don't know, but like the experience of with my past relationship and the experience I had with you was so different. It was so different that I felt really safe around you. Like I felt like I should keep on talking to him. And that was how that night, when he left and went with his friend, so I went back inside my room. Babe, guys, I could not sleep. The spirit was dealing with me.
I never tell you about this. Hey,
the Holy Spirit was dealing with me seriously. Like I was like, God, what is it? But I'm in a relationship with somebody else. How does he want, like, how am I supposed to like cope with this thing? Like, I'm going to be heartbroken, but at the same time I'll be happy. I didn't want to break the guy's heart because he hasn't done anything wrong to me. I just didn't feel happy, as in safe around him or had peace with him. But this husband of mine, I actually had peace with him and I felt safe around him. So I was so convinced that he was the one for me. Yes, because each time I kept on praying, it's as if God is saying, I've already answered your prayers, what are you praying for again? That was actually how I was feeling. But anyways, I had to take up the courage, and then I think, were you the one that called me? And I called you that night. I can't even remember again. I
say
think
your own. Yeah, I don't know.
I can't remember if you were the one that called me. I called you.
The way you feel, me, I will tell you my own.
Okay, now I don't know. I don't know exactly. Maybe when he's talking about his own, maybe he may mention it. So either ways, whether I called him or we shall go talking on the phone, and man, my heart was not that it scattered my head, but as in the Spirit of God was just telling me, I was just convinced, like, this guy, I have to say it, that yeah, I have to accept your proposal or something.
Really?
Yes, like.
So when I told you that I love you, how did you feel? After you say yes, what comes to your mind?
Oh my God! Like one burden was lifted from my spirit.
Wow.
Like seriously, I have to confess this. Yeah. I know this is the first time actually. Yeah, seriously. But when I accepted it, like, as if yes, I've finally done it. I just felt at peace, even though I knew that I haven't actually spoken to my ex, and I haven't broken up with him and all that, but I just felt at ease. I felt like it would be easier for me to do that, but it wasn't easy because I felt like me seeing him and as in my ex, seeing him and then telling him that I was not interested and all that, like the whole drama and everything, I wasn't ready for it. But I had to take up the chance because I know that I was in the right place. Okay, so yeah, I would say that's how convinced I was. That's how I knew that he was the one for me. How did you know that I was meant for you?
Really?
Yes.
Actually, if you go back to our video where the one that how we met,
yeah,
you will see so many things there, man. Guy, go back, don't miss it. Go and watch if you want to know this story very, very well. Go back there and watch it.
Yeah.
When I came to this part of Abuja, I don't have the mind of going into relationship, but inside me, I was having two views: either to get married or to just look for a way to settle down. And because I have so many things which I will not disclose on this camera at the moment, but two things were either to go with other options or I should still remain look for a partner. Now, at that point in time, at this period of time, I was still going to the village doing one thing or the other. The reason was because I was into relationship in the past, and I invested into that relationship, but at the end of the day, nothing good came out. So I just have to let it go. With that, I have a very bad motive towards women and stuff like that. So I have to say, no, I have to remain calm on myself and let me know what is good for me. Maybe when I move this step ahead, I may end up with the right person. Meanwhile, within this period, I keep on praying to God that, God, if it is your will, show me the right person. And I'm somebody that don't like trouble. I don't like anything that has to, bring confusions, quarrel and stuff like that. I say, God, you know me, I'm somebody that I don't like this. So God, give me the right person that should be my sister, I will be her brother, and I also, she will be my mother while I be a father to her. So after a long run, I think after some time, I keep on going. Despite I was seeing ladies in the village, but my mind have not moved. So that fateful day when I first saw her, it was just the bag. If you go to that video, you see what it was. When I met her that fateful day, I went back. My mind was telling me, I keep on praying to God that if it is your will, let me meet her. I want to meet this girl. If it is your will. So to her, she did not know that me, that I saw her in the first place. I was already into prayers. I was praying and asking God for direction, that if it is your will, the only sign that you will show it to me, as long as it has been up to 2 months, 3 months, I've not seen, the only thing that will show it to me that truly this is my wife is for me to meet her again. Because I have been asking people about it. Nobody knows whether she's around. I don't know her name. I don't know. But that was my faith, that if I meet her again, definitely she's going to be my wife. So my first sight with her, despite the conviction I had that day, my spirit has been, yes, this is the person, this is the person. But I don't just want to let my emotions, or maybe from what I see, it override my spiritual mind. So I continue praying and praying to God until when I keep on going through that direction. One fateful day, that fateful day when I saw her, as soon as I see her, I say, yes, God have answered the prayer. If you go there, I will tell you no detail. If you watch the other video, you know detail of what happened.
Yes,
so when I saw her now, I collected the number. At first, when I saw her, I see her, I know, yes. I never knew that she was my tribal person. I was thinking maybe it's another tribe. From the conviction I had, I said, no matter who you be, I'm going to marry you, because I've already had the voice that yes, this is my wife. So
sorry to cut you short here.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm the type of person that I had already put it in my head that I didn't want to get married to my tribal person, and I am.
You're a tribal person.
Continue.
Alright, so when I met her, meeting her at first, why I knew, well, the way I knew that she was my tribal person, it was when I had her greeting somebody. So from that greeting, I said, hey. So I said, wow, that is one chance, one signal. That was where I said, this is one signal. So when I met her, I said, oh, my sister, I speak language with her straight. And she too was shocked that, am I too Gbaji person? I said, yes, we are Gbajis in case you don't know. So, and she too was shocked. I have to talk to her in the language, and from the all talk, I told her that I would like to have her number. But she was reluctant about it. I said, talk, me, if not for any reason, at least, I don't know you before, you don't know me before, but I have seen you as a sister, and I'm new in this environment. At least I should be able to have a contact with you once in a while. They never can tell where we will meet again. So that was how
that was the exact word.
Yeah, so soft, as a soft mind, just to penetrate. But me, I already know, say she's from you. I already know.
You can see, right?
So she gave me the number. And when she gave me the number, I was just calling. Sometimes I would call, she don't pick. Sometimes I would send her a text message. Sometimes she replied. She never, it was only once she replied my message.
Yeah, I think
she never replied messages. She was just, so one day after like 2-3 days without picking my call, I sent her a message that if not for any reason, at least I'm not telling you I want to friend you or whatever, pick my call now here. So she picked the call. I greet her, gentleman, I don't want to be as in rush. I want to know. I just behave as if nothing wrong. So that let her to know that yes, men to the form, man. Men to the form. Not the only women they form. So I have to stay for like 2 weeks, just communicating and greeting. I never knew that she too, the thing was dealing with her. So one fateful day I called her, I told her that I'm coming to her house. So I respect her. I don't want to inform her on phone that I want to be in relationship with her. I feel that yes, she's a lady, she should be respected. I have to follow her to her house. That fateful day when I told her that I'm coming to her house, she was shocked. She never believed me that I would not, maybe due to the kind of parents she had, the disciplinary parent, that I told her that I'm coming. So when I entered the house, I greet them, greet everybody, and everybody was, who is this person? Who is this kind of person? I just came out, she told me off, and I said, tough. I've been calling you, but I don't know how you are going to feel. Since I saw you, this is my intention. I truly like you and I want to be with you. So I said, be with Betty. I say, yes, I like you. I like you. Truly, I like you. If not only like, I love you. Say, hey. She was surprised. The next thing she was now telling me stories. I am into relationship and all stuff. I said to me, I will not tell you to break up from your relationship. You know the truth.
He was trying tactics,
yes.
So tactics.
Guy, I'm not teaching you wrong. But the reality is that if anybody, I make my decision at first, making my intention towards her. I don't want to rush her. She too, she's a human being, need to think and weigh her chances of either she can get it or not to get it. So when she told me about it, I respect her. I said no, I don't want to, end up telling you that you should pick me love me in place of the other person, but this is my intention for you. If you like, I never mind. Maybe you can give me a trial and see what God has for us. Despite I was praying, God confuse this girl. God confuse this girl. God confuse this girl. If it is your will, let your will be done. So along the process, when we continue that way, until another day that I came around, I met her, I talked to her. We talked normal. When she have told me that she's into relationship, I don't just want to bombard her again. I told her that we are into relationship, I don't want it to be in form of, so far I make my intention to you in your own house and you are still, still feeling that you are into relationship, I will still give you a chance to think about it, but I will not give up. That was what I told her clearly. I told her that I'm not giving up on this. I will continue coming because why? I've already had the voice. So if you are convinced as a man of a lady and your spirit or God have in one way, God will not come down and tell you that this is the woman that you are going to. In some instances, I've had the stories of people that God spoke to them clearly and showed them their woman and stuff like that. But my own was not like that. It was through my mind and the trust through God that God just connect my mind to her. So after that, I now met her. I talked to her. After that moment, I came back home. I only call her on phone. We'll just be chatting on phone, chatting. Sometimes she will reply me, sometimes she doesn't reply me. But one fateful day that I now start calling her on phone in the night after, when I visited her that fateful day. We talk on phone, try to persuade, but she could. I met her one-on-one. We talk. She could not respond. But right from me, I noticed that yes, there is something in her that is, she's feeling reluctant of, but there is a sign, there is a signal that I saw. It's best known to me.
What was the signal? So you don't want to tell me?
Yeah, there was the only signal she told me that, or what she told me was that she's into relationship, but let's see how the will of God be. I remember she made something of that nature. So that will of God, I said, so far God don't dare here, and now God talk to me. So I know that yes, we'll talk more of God with God. Let's see who. So far she too is communicating with God, me too I'm communicating with God. Let's see where God is taking us to. Okay. At that night again, I came. When I reached my house, I have to call her. I spent that day on phone.
Sure, you're looking for something else.
I spent a lot that day. I was just calling. So we talk for hours until when she said yes. I was like, is that true? I was like, is it true? Are you serious? Or is it joke? He said she mean it. I said, really? Tomorrow I'm coming over. And that is how we started from there, and to the glory of God, here are we today.
Yeah.
So truly is not only about your intention. Your intention with God can make things work out well. Not just making your intention and depending on your own mindset or your knowledge, your ideology. You may use your knowledge based on what you think that is the right way for you, but when God is not involved, you may end up making a wrong choice.
True.
But to me, I have
Thank you so much, love. I love you too.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment in the comment section. Give us your, if you're married, give us your own story, how you got convinced. Yes, how do you know that this person is your partner and you're going to spend the rest of your life with him or her?
Yes.
Please put that in the comment. I want to know. Please, because truly, right, a lot of people do have this ideology that that God is going to come down from heaven and speak to them, to know that this person is their partner, which is not so. Everybody has his own way of communicating with God or hearing from God. Some hear from God by the scripture. Maybe let's say you. So a lot of people do have this issue of when they say you have to hear from God. People have different ways of hearing from God. It doesn't necessarily have to be that God will come down from heaven or he will speak to you through dreams. Some people, God speaks to them through dreams. Some is through scripture. Some is through the peace of God, as in your spirit, you just feel peace, just like the way we did, and he was convinced as well. So everybody has his own way of experiencing God or hearing from God. Okay, it must not necessarily be the way we experience God. Yours might be different. So I would like you to also put that in the comment section, how you experience God, how you hear from God, and how did you know that your partner is the person for you. Would like to know. Okay, so I would like my husband to give us a parting words before we end the program or the show.
All right, I want to appreciate my wife for still bringing me to this show. Actually, it's sweet. It's sweet. Keep it up. God will strengthen you more.
Amen.
It's a ministry. You never can tell who you are helping out there. But what I want to let us know that about being convinced of who you are with. Number one thing, whatever God gives you, you always have peace of mind.
Yes.
So when you are at peace with somebody, you should know that yes, God's hand is involved
in it.
Because where there is no God, there will never be peace. So when you have peace of mind, like my previous relationship was actually, I wasn't in good time. I know I was faithful. I know that I cannot go otherwise. But when I'm alone, I will be feeling something in me that something is happening. And when I confront, I will definitely find out that yes, there's something negative happening in that relationship. So indeed, when you are with the right person, you always have peace of mind. And that was what I was crying to God. That God give me somebody that will give me a rest of mind, a peace of mind. And to the glory of God, despite she worried me, it's not a worry to trouble her. It's what gives me joy all the time. I love you guys. Keep it up. And you see more of this. More videos will come.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So please do me well to share this video to as many as possible. I know a lot of people have not been doing so, and a lot of people just watch my video and don't subscribe. Please, what are you guys waiting for? Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also, I would like to say that I'll be trying as much as possible to be posting every Mondays and Fridays. So those are going to be my days of posting videos, Mondays and Fridays. Always look out for my videos, okay? Alright, thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day and take care of yourselves.
Subscribe. Don't mind me.